Our next topic is to apply first the JFRAME class and same time the JButton, JPanel class and how to create a buttons. So this is very simple. We just follow first the Java Swing class and first we apply the BlueJ as our IDE to create our program. Okay, let us click our IDE. We have already installed the IDE in our computer, and so this is the time we need to create it. Now, if you want to start your project, of course you have to just to click new project and then type here first the project name. So we have here hello for. This will create a folder for us for Java Prog. So this is my Java subfolder, and I'm here to create now the project for the subfolder for Hello World. All you have to click OK. At the same time, I will now type with the new class. You can type. For me, I need to follow the name of my class name and follow the name of the project name for my class name. This is for the clarity of our discussion. After that, I will click this name. Okay, now I have here my editor, and from here, of course, I can start now to write code for my program. Now, how to start with your JButton program? Okay, it's very simple. You have to just incorporate first your Java Swing so that you can start it, and of course, we'll be using, of course, the different classes for the program. Okay, now let us start right here. So from here, we need to type what? Import .javax.swing. Okay, so that's very important. This is part of your graphical user interface class. And well, the next part is you need to type what public, and then let's say class, and then we need to put here the hello for as part of our class here, and then public static void main. Then we have here string and then args. Okay. Pagod na yata ako. Okay, so we will call, of course, the JFrame class and then instantiate, of course, the variable right here. So this will be called as your instance variable. We have to call it frame equals to new, and then, new frame equals to, this is the constructor. Remember, the name of the constructor is the same name with the class name. So therefore, we have here, of course, the JFrame class and JFrame constructor. Let's say we have here welcome to JButtons. So JButtons is part of your command. That is part of your class coming from javax.swing. So we need to use the JButtons also to instantiate objects so that we can accrue, 2 buttons or 3 buttons. And from here, of course, since we have already instantiated the frame, so we can use this as part of our class, and then call the call the method, of course, of the self-default close operations. Okay, so be careful about the spelling because Java is a bit stern about in checking, of course, the code. So set default operations. What's the purpose of that? This will call, of course, the JFrame class, and we have here set. What's that exit on? Okay, what's the purpose of this exit on? Okay, so the purpose of this exit on clause. Okay, on clause close. This is your constant for your dialog box. Okay, all right, let's continue. So we'll add only, I think, yes, we'll add 2 buttons now. Okay, and after that, what will happen? So since we have the frame here, the frame is already part of your JFrame class. This was already instantiated. So it's about time that we need to, set the size of our frame, set size. So that's part of your dialog box, or what you call the JPanel. Okay, 300 by 200. Well, of course, it's up to you how you increase the size. And after that, we'll, of course, we call the JPanel class. So what's the JPanel class? Just like, of course, this is part of the container where we gonna, add all these elements inside, of course, the class, inside the form. Now we will now add the form, okay? But before we add, the JButton rather, okay, let us declare first, of course, the JButton right here. Okay, so as you can see, we are just using, of course, the JButton command, and then we don't have any modifier. Our modifier is only here in the public first part of the statement. Now, let me discuss that in the next topic. JButton, okay. Please notice that we have, of course, the capital letter, the second letter. It is all capital, and that's how we adhere the policy of the syntax of Java. I will type here B1, and then, of course, name JButton, and then we start with our constructor. We put the label right here, and then we have here click 1. Okay, let us copy this, and then so that we can save our time. So we have another instantiated variable. Of course, we have B1 and B2, and this is what? B2. So far, we have 3 classes, built-in classes coming from Java Swing, and these are JFrame, and 2 classes JPanel, and of course, and JButton. We have three classes so far, and we have how many instance variable? We have panel, B1, B2, and we have frame. All right, that's it. So instance variable totally different from your what public or what you call this public variables. Okay. Now after that, because we have the G panel, we need to attach it inside the program. How to attach the inside the form rather. So we will be using the panel, okay, panel, look at this one, and then call the panel method that is add. So we will add what? B1, and then copy. After that, what will happen? We will add what? B2. Okay. So we have already added B1 and B2. At the same time, it's about time that we add also, of course, the frame inside the panel because the panel is our target right here. So that is your form. So we add the JPanel. How to add the JPanel? We will be using, of course, the instantiated object that is frame from the start. And then we add it from what? Panel. So this panel now is just like an instance variable or instance on an object that, of course, it has the capacity really to adhere, of course, the JPanel functions. Okay. Now, after that, what will happen? Of course, we need now to, well, we use the JFrame and set it attributes to what? True. What's the purpose of that? The purpose of that is what? This is to, well, this is to show, of course, the entire region of the frame. Okay. Now let us compile the program. Once we compile the program, of course, we have the error right here. Okay, what's that error? So we have the error here, JFrame, that's wrong spelling. Okay, let us compile it again. Okay, no syntax error. Now, this is very simple program. Purpose just of this is to create a button, and we don't have anything or special about this code. So we need to add later on how to use the JButton, maximize that in our program. Now, prior what you call this, if you are happy because you're running this program, okay, that's nice. But again, you need to go back to basics at the same time, understand what are the classes and what are the built-in classes at the same time what are of course the customized class and how it works. So in this case we have the following classes. We have JFrame, we have the JPanel, JButton, and at the same time we have the instantiated what you call this data for our program here so that we can adhere also to the methods coming from the main class. Now let us run this program. All you have to do is to go to another menu, click a window, and then you press the right button and then go right here and then click OK. All right, so we have here, of course, the following. Okay, let me show it here. Okay, I think I need to modify first, of course, the screen. All right. Okay, please wait. We will, what you call this? Okay. All right, that's it. So we have to check it first. One of the problem right now, the output is not visible right here, though we set the visible by true, because the default locations of that of the output is placed to the upper left of my screen. So I need really to I need really to unravel this problem right now and provide solutions. So we need to what you could displace the form. Okay, we need to place the form. This is our target right now. Place the form in the center of the screen. Okay, so I don't want to use other constants like south, west, and east. Okay, to just put it out. I mean, this is very simple. I need to use what? The frame. And then, of course, set location. This is part of the methods coming from your frame, JFrame class. Location relative to. Okay, so just put the null inside, and then there you have it. Now let us review the code. At the top, of course, we invoke the following at the top. So from that at the top, we have the Java touchscreen. This is how we incorporate all, of course, the collection graphical the Java collections for the graphical user interface. We have the class right here, and we have four what you call this built-in class. We have JFrame, we have the JPanel, JButton, and we have of course the frame. Okay, we have three: JFrame, JPanel, and JButton. So from the start, we use of course the set default close operation. This is how we provide of course the frame with of course the exit button, and we set the size from this is the width and this is the height, and created a new JPanel, and then we have here the instantiated object, so that later on we can add the following following objects. These are B1, B2, and we have here of course the panel. And of course our problem, our concerns right now is how to put the place of course the form inside in the center. Okay, if you want to run this program, okay, all you have is to click compile, and right after that, we move to the next what you call this menu, and of course, remember the name of my class, that is Hello World 4. All you have to do is press the right button and then click this point strings arguments and then click OK. So there you have it. I have here click 1 and click 2. Okay, thank you so much.